For our last video in the topic basic math of investment, we're now going to consider the case where compounding is done continuously. Our formula for that is S equals P e to the RT, where E is the Euler's number, no? The value of which is approximately equivalent to 718. Okay, for our last problem, principal of 10,000 pesos is invested at one of the following banks. First bank pays 4.75% interest compounded annually. The second bank pays 4.7% interest compounded semi-annually. The third pays 4.65% interest compounded quarterly, and the fourth bank pays 4.6% interest compounded continuously. So which of the four banks pays better, no, for the invested amount? Okay. Well, these are, we have what we have for letter A. We have annual compounding, so that refers to this formula. The second and the third is for the case where we are compounding the interest rate several times in a year. So that means that we're going to use this formula. And the last is the case where we compound continuously, and that's the first formula. Okay. Okay, let's start with first identifying the given values. Of course, we have 10,000 for the principal amount. And what is the time? Time is 1 year, although it's not mentioned here, but since it's not mentioned, then we'll just assume that T is equal to 1. Anyway, we're talking about annual compounding, no? Or semi-annual and so on. So the reference is 1 year, okay? And for letter A, we have R equals 0.0475, right? Okay, interest. So we substitute that in the formula. The formula actually is this one. S equals P times 1 plus RT. So you have S equals 10,000, your P times 1 plus your R, no, which is 0.0475 raised to 1, which is your time. And then using your calculator, you have 10,475. And then for letter B, compounded semi-annually, so rate of interest is 0.047, and semi-annually means 2 times in a year. And we substitute that in this formula. Okay, in the third formula, this is for compounding several times in a year. You have 10,000 times 1 plus R, which is 0.047 over N, which is 2, semi-annually, raised to 2, this is your N, okay, times 1. And computation gives you 10,475.50. And then the third one is your rate of interest is 4.65% compounded quarterly. That means that your R is 4.65% compounded quarterly. This means that your N is 4, or compounding is done 4 times in a year. Then we plug that into the formula, same formula. Okay, then we have S equals 10,000 times 1 plus R, okay, 4.65%, right? Okay, over 4, because this is compounded quarterly, then raised to 4 times 1. We have 10,473.17. Then last, the bank here pays 4.6% interest rate and compounded continuously. So if it is compounded continuously, that means that we're going to use the first formula. Okay. So we plug in the given. Your R is 0.046. So you have 10,000 times E, the Euler's number from the first formula, right? Raised to 0.046, that's your R, times 1, which is your T. And you have 10,470.7 over. By the way, this E is in your calculator. You can easily find that, okay? In most calculators, this is very close to the function for natural logarithm. Okay, so you can just look for that. And you have 10,400. So what is the answer to this question? Which is the bank that pays more, okay, in your investment? Obviously, we have the second bank, right? Because the second bank pays at an interest rate of 4.7% compounded semi-annually, okay? So you have 10,475.52 is the bank that pays more. So that's it. Enjoy watching and learning about math of investment. God bless you.